What else? Anything else? All right. Joseph got that for the day. Bring it up.
Morning, everyone. Morning. You all okay? Good. Good. It's been an absolute pleasure to be with you. I've just got some thoughts for you. So I'm going to start with a little bit of a. Most of you know that I'm from England. I've been here almost 3 weeks, but I'm actually Italian. So I wanted to bring something that brings a bit of England, a bit of Italy, and a bit of America together. So bear with me. So here it goes. An old Italian man lived in New Jersey. So how far is New Jersey from here? How far?
1,000 miles.
1,000 miles. It's near enough, isn't it? It's almost in between England and the States. So an old Italian man lived in New Jersey. He wanted to plant his annual tomato garden, but it was very difficult because the ground was very hard. His son, his only son, Vincent, also known as Vincenzo, his only son Vincenzo, who used to help him, was in prison. Was in prison, yeah. The old man wrote a letter to his son describing his predicament. And he said this: "Dear Vincenzo, or caro Vincenzo as we would say in Italy, I'm feeling pretty sad today because it looks like I won't be able to plant my tomato garden this year. I'm just getting too old to dig up the garden plot. I know if you was here, you would help me and you would happily dig up the garden. Love, Papa." Caro Papa. A few days later, he gets a letter from his son, Vincenzo, and the letter says this: "Dear Pops, don't dig up the garden, that's where the bodies are buried." That next morning, at 6 a.m. in the morning, the FBI, the police, and everybody came and they dig up the entire garden. They end up reporting back to the Italian gentleman, apologising, saying, "I'm really sorry," because they didn't find any bodies. A few days later, he gets a letter from his son, and he says, "Dear Papa, go ahead, plant your tomatoes. That's the best I could do under the circumstances." So here's the thing. He said that's the best I could do. So here's the thing for you guys. Number one, do your best. Number two, take advantage of every opportunity. I just want to say to you, what is doing your best? Doing your best, it isn't perfection. So a lot of people think perfection is doing your best. That isn't. I've got to tell you something. I've tried perfection and it just messes things up. Number two, what doing your best isn't, is comparing to each other. Doing your best isn't comparison. So somebody said to me yesterday that you are the only version of you that exists. So just be you. So it's not about comparing, it's about doing your best. Let me tell you what doing your best isn't as well. Doing your best isn't taking the easy option. There's a young gentleman, fabulous human being, I've met with so many of you, and he was upstairs and he says, "This is how you look busy," and he put the bottle, the cleaner bottle in his pocket and he walks around. He says, "That's how you look busy at Homeboys." That isn't doing your best. That's taking an easy option. So what doing your best is actually, it's about connecting with who you are, and more importantly, connecting with those around you, with your navigators, with your case managers, with your educators. Doing your best is that. And my encouragement to you guys is do your best. The second thing is, and I'm almost finished, take every opportunity. Make the most of those opportunities. I've come from England, guys. I've been doing this work for over 30 years. And wow, you guys are something else. You guys are the real deal. I want to say something else, but as I'm being recorded, I can't use language that I'm not going to use. Even though lots of you use those languages anyway, so but actually take advantage of what you have. I've got to tell you, from somewhere thousands of miles away, you guys have got something special here, yeah? Make the most of it. Go with it, flow with it. Yesterday I went to the recycling centre. There are so many great opportunities there. And do you know what? Opportunities don't always look like things that are good and fancy and flash. Does that make any sense? It's hard work. There was a guy and he was just emptying boxes and taking out wires. That's an opportunity. Make the most of those opportunities. Make the most of those relationships. Make the most of each other. I just want to say a big, massive thank you to every single one of you. I was thinking about naming individuals, but I would then upset people, so I'm not going to name folks. I'm here today, tomorrow, and Monday, and I fly back to the UK, and I'm going to miss you guys. So God bless you. Try your best, make the most. Thank you.
Give it up one more time for Joseph.